Quick, look busy. The foreman's here. All that sand's ready to be spread out again now. It's been cleaned. Just putting this fence up here. They just emptied the rest of them stables. Put a bit of rubbish in it. And electricians cracking on. Yesterday, while I was at the conference, they are basically making a hay shelter. So years ago, there was a bit of an old hen shed here. We flattened it, but now we're just going to put a roof back on these poles that we've put up, and then we can put the hay under here without it getting wet. Busy day, supervising. Back to Waterlane now, meet a guy who's got a trenchless drainer. So we're going to go and have a look at some fields with him, see if there's anywhere where we think we can have a play with it. So shoot out there, meet him, and get back over, finish a bit more off towards these stables. I'm just on the banks of the shore now, looking at some winter wheat that looks okay until you look at this wet bit through the middle where it's flowing water. So with Tony Bullock now from Soilmax, and we've just been drilling with his auger, and we've got wet soil, then a bit of dry soil, then a bit of dry sand, and then a bit of really, really wet sand. And then that's the hole that we drilled, looking how deep the water table is. Because really this needs a drain from them trees right through the centre, capturing all this wet bit, and then one over there as well, because it's pretty waterlogged. But otherwise the wheat either side of the wet patch looks okay. Just looking at the wet holes on this field that had potatoes on, seeing if we can drain. That's where we got the Xerion stuck. This in the middle. It'll be a while before this is dry, but I think we'll end up sowing it and missing some big bits. Whether we get wheat into it, don't know, or it's a spring barley job. This wet hole here, you can obviously see the sand bubbling up. There's obviously a drain heading this way somewhere that's gone wrong, and that's why the water can't carry on to whichever way it's heading, so it's coming up out the ground. So it's worth getting the digger down if we can and trying to find out what's what. I don't know what this is coming in, but it looks bloody big plane, that. On the camera it looks like the propellers are already going really slow. I don't know what it is. It's a big one. So we've got sticky soil, a bit of dry again, and then dry sand, and then wet sand again at the bottom of the hole. What's that, about 2 foot down now?
Yeah, very more, I think.
It's a bit hard to see, but the wet hole in that field there, the other side of the trees, heads to what looks like a small stream going through the woods that then comes out the other side, which I'll go and show you now. Follow it along. It then is making the field the other side of the woods wet. So I've just been stood in there. The stream is coming right through into this field and then wetting it all across. So we need something to head down there with it to pipe it rather than it go across the surface. It's hard to see for the reflections. Yeah, we're just saying what we'll do. We'll get the digger in here, dig down, see if we can find a blockage, because this must be piped under that field. If we clear that and then that starts to drain, it might start to drain that field as well. I didn't even know this was here. We've not farmed it for that long. Looking at this flood, and we just augered a hole down. You see, I don't know what's 2 foot now. Soil, then sand, which I never expected because I don't normally see a lot of sand at this field at all, and then into clay that's just you can make bowls out of. See, you can even see me fingerprinting it. It's that finer particles. Yeah, so this has got drains underneath it, but I think they're silted up. So we're about a foot down now. So well, that's probably what we've done. So we've gone right down and now straight into clay, no sand this side.
Just a little bit here.
There's the clay there. We've only dug. There's the buggy, not far away. And there's no sand at all really here now. Just topsoil and clay. Just been looking at obviously all them drains, so we're going to try and get on with some more draining when it's a little bit drier. Just waiting now to go up to Brookhouse, but I'm doing a thing for Radio 4, so it'll be on in the morning, farming today, so I've got to kind of wait around in a bit of a quiet environment. So I'm going to sit in this tractor cab, 2 phones, one to speak to them on and one to record the audio, and that's how you get it in stereo. So when you listen to the radio and you think, how have they done that interview in stereo over the phone? That's how it's done. You couldn't really see yesterday, but obviously this has all been washed off now and it's looking amazing. But whether we'll get it out tomorrow, don't know. Bill and Joe think they might have a field dry enough to drill, so if that's the case, we'll get it on there. And because I've come in that door, all the pigeons are trying to get in the shed. So annoying. Need like a big net to catch them all. Trying to get the electric cable across the paddock. And it goes into this building, the duct that we've put in. But annoyingly, there's a manhole. And we've buried it and put golden gravel over it so it looked neat. And we thought it was there, so we dug a hole and it wasn't. Then we thought it was there, we dug a hole and it wasn't. Then we threaded the hose pipe down the hole and think it's there. Can't find it anyway. It's really hard digging because it's road planing, so we're going to bring the mini digger over and scrape off until we find it. Because we've got to thread the cable then under the paddock, through the hole and sideways into this building, which is where the water pipe is and the other electric supply is coming in. That's a bit of brick, that. Must be there somewhere. Where you need a metal detector. Hold on, what's that though? That's... Oh, right, yeah. Yeah. Well, we definitely dug to get the pipe into the trench. Keep prodding with me stick. Oh, it looks like it bends that way. Bet it's under there. Try a bit closer to you. There's a pipe there. Look, maybe we have done away with the manhole. Did it go and wobble the pipe now? Yeah. Don't wobble it. No wonder we couldn't find the manhole. We've done away with it because there's just a bend in the pipe. Nothing's ever simple. So we were digging here, digging there, digging there. Now we're digging right across the drive, trying to find out why this we can't get this electric cable underneath. That could be the problem, that double S bend. There's a tape. I mean, there's no cable in it yet, but we put tape over it just in case. But I bet it's catching on that bend. We can hear it moving through. Hey, that's it. We've got it. We just need to. We could bend it nice and shape and bury it, can't we? I think Adam and Andrew filled that in, so we'll blame them if you're watching. Having a kink in it. Morgan's here now, mixing a little bit more cement. Doing a few more gate posts over there now. Oh, he's just missed the mixer. Does anyone want any massive cobblestones. This whole area is made up of them and next door before we bury them. The handle snapped off the mixer, so having to hammer it open. Set the rest of these posts. But yeah, we're going to put either sand or something on here, so we could do with either taking them up and flogging them, because they're probably worth something, because they're huge sandstone sets, or we'll just go over the top of them for now. But yeah, there's loads, like, I don't know, 1/4 of an acre of them maybe, because all that side's full of them as well. It's a bit hard to see because the moss is on it. That's sunset. For some reason the sky up there has got an amazing sunset, but really the sunset's over there. It's just right reflecting. I'm going to do today's birthday bump before it goes dark and my battery goes flat. Emma Humphrey's on here, Jamie O'Hagan is 23, Megan Cottrell is on there, Ian Wright is 44, Lucy Rogers and bump. Now we've had someone that's been a few hours older than here, but we've never had a bump on here, someone that's not born yet. Ruby Wall 14 and Chloe Payton is 29. Happy birthday everyone on today's birthday bumper and anyone else whose birthday it is. And we're now £58,251 raised for the air ambulance. So thank you. I'm still really confused why the sky's pink over there and the sun's setting over there. Amazing sunset. There's Wellbrook. I'm just taking some stone round now for filling in the hollers. John's all levelled off there. That's where there were small tanks. So we've moved them out of the way and then made it was a bit up and down the yard, so it's now flat. So that's better. And we've filled in the hole here where there was it was the hole for the auger for this grain bin. So I'm going to put the Merlot bucket on it overnight so that no one drives on it in the night. Little new shed update. Rich has been on with the block work, and for some reason the more walls we put in, the bigger it seems to get inside, which is a bit surprising. I'll show you in daylight tomorrow. Getting some stuff ready for the morning, but I think that's about all for the day. So thanks for watching and I'll see you tomorrow.